and this is a great opportunity for us to jump on, get a little bit more information about these amazing products that we have, and also something that you can share with people. You can ask them to hop on as well. We're not professional speakers, so be kind. I do have some slides to keep me on track. And it's also just a great time for me to share with you what I absolutely love. I honestly did never, ever think that I would be using any kind of device, let alone one on my body. And I will just share with you a little bit about how the lymph nodes work around the abdominal area. I will talk about the WellSpa and how that and why that's come about. I'll also show some before and afters. I'll talk a little bit about the topical products that go along with the WellSpa and how they are to be used, and then just a little bit of housekeeping and how to look after the WellSpa also. So that's pretty much what I'm going to run through in as short a time as possible. So and I've got some slides to help keep me on track. Now I might just start with sharing that now. Okay. So look, I've been partnered with New Skin now for close to probably 15 years, so a long time. And quite honestly, the innovation is outstanding. And when I first started to look at the company, they didn't have these devices, but they did have a 100-year plan. And for me, coming from a corporate background, and that's where I still am in corporate world, that was a phenomenal plan to have. And they are true to their word, and they just come out with these phenomenal devices. So tonight I'm talking about this little beauty here, the Wellness Spa. And the Wellness Spa is both beauty and for therapeutic benefits as well. So the points there, 1 through to 6, you can have a look to see. But these are patent pending technologies and innovations. And so really they go through a lot of trials, a lot of, clinical data, and I'll go through all of that as well. So it is patent pending. It's an adaptive current, and I'll actually do my tummy as well in a moment. And this adaptive current, it is just phenomenal how it adjusts all over your body according to what you are needing in that space. So we're talking about the abdomen here, but it does that all over. So it'll give you a stronger current in those areas that it can handle a little bit more. So the fluid, the hydration is different across different areas within the body, or over the tummy in particular. And so it adjusts that current. I think it's about 26 times per second that it's adjusting. It's just phenomenal. It's a really easy to hold device. It doesn't slip. It's got like a silicone base. So if you were to get a bit of gel on your hand, it doesn't slip. So I find that really, really good. It's very, very easy and really lightweight for what it is. And yeah, the battery lasts. I don't know about the people that are on here if you've been using it, but the battery really does last a long time. I'm actually really surprised. So let's just talk a little bit about the lymph nodes. So people will often, if they've got issues with regard to their abdomen, you can get that cramping, you kind of get that muscle acheness, there's inflammation there. There's quite a lot that goes on within the abdomen. And because, you're getting all of that fluid, which has got to go from the pelvic region, kind of your legs, back up to your abdomen, and kind of out through, back up to your heart. So we're kind of just moving everything in that way. And so some people need to wear compression garments, and that helps to promote circulation. So, what we're doing with the WellSpa is going into that area, because we're promoting that circulation to get rid of those toxins and to move that fluid. and you're wanting to kind of go in that upward motion. So I will actually show you. So I'm going to start. Okay, here it is. So bear with me. I'm going to be using the, now there are two, I don't know if this is still available. This is a really jumbo size that I got. It was still available. So this was 300 ml and this is like 150 ml. I've obviously gone through that one. That's pretty empty. I'll just throw that over there. But it's on the tummy. I'll just see what else I've got here for you. So the way that it is used, I'll just do this. Who uses it on their tummy? Has anybody used it on their tummy here in the call?
Sure have.
Okay, and we've only got females on here, I'm assuming. So I'm using this, the activating gel, and I'll talk a little bit about the ingredients, but I just kind of pop it around. I'm so glad it's getting warmer because I tell you, in winter, it does not feel that great when it's cold. And then also around the back area, as you can see there in that diagram, you know, you've got to be coming around to the front and down into here. So what we're doing is we're going to be promoting the movement of the fluid. Normally I would be using the serum. So this is for your beauty component. This is for your cellulite, for your firming. Talk a little bit more about that in a moment. And but I've run out of that as well. But that would be what I would normally put on as well. So I'll be using both. I'm doing a 5-minute treatment. Turning it on. Each little light represents 1 minute. And then just kind of starting in the area here.
Elizabeth, could I ask you to stop sharing so we could actually see you?
Oh, great idea.
Thanks.
Stop share. No worries. Good idea. So starting lymph nodes here, and I work, if there are any comments, Pauline, I can't really see them if you're wanting to. So in upward motions toward the heart, at the top, go just to the top. And these nodules like that, they've made them specifically in this shape so that we are, again, promoting that fluid movement. So up like that. And then from the bottom. And then up. So kind of, again, all in that upward motion. And then from the back to the front. From the back to the front. And then in the upward motion again. So kind of going up, and probably do that 8 times on each side. And it goes nice and slow. If you hear it making a funny beep beep noise, it means that you don't have enough gel in that area, or you're moving too fast. Now, when I'm doing it, feels incredible. And then around in from where I am in clockwise motion. Okay, a few times. Okay, and then again from the back here, and then up. From here, and then up. And again, and up. And then I go up. Okay, going toward the heart again. So what you're wanting to do is promote that circulation, that fluid movement, because most of us are not jumping around and you know, climbing trees and out in the paddocks and running around. I don't know about you, but I sit a lot more. And so the lymphatic system becomes stagnant. And as we age, so everything from, you know, from being young mums through to menopause, you know, the body changes. And so the movement, we need to actually help the body with this. So not only is it firming, helping with cellulite, but it is super important for immunity. There's a lot that goes on within the abdomen. And then again, you're kind of going up to toward the heart for it to go out. Is there anything you wanted to add while I'm doing this, Pauline?
Well, I was just noticing that there's actually a couple of red patches forming on your lower tummy, which always means there's a blockage lymphatically. And so it's obviously doing some work there. So if you see red patches or get a sore spot, it's because the lymphatics actually blocked. So that's really you're going to get a good benefit from this because you can see it's interacting quite well. And someone else asked about using both creams, and you can use both creams at once if you want to. The serum on first and then the activating gel on top if you want to do both lymphatic fluid and also, fat cellulite.
Yeah, thank you. It actually is, and I probably shouldn't have done this, but what I did is I actually had a meal not long before doing this, so it's probably not the right way to do it. But I can really feel it. So what has happened for me is not only have I been able to get a little bit more shape around my waist, but I had dry, kind of crinkly skin up here, and that's now gone. And there's a whole lot of firmness that is happening as well. So I've got 1 more minute to go. And then most people, leave it on. I like to wipe it off. I find it gets a little bit sticky. Pauline, what do you do? Do you leave yours on?
If it's got the activating gel on, I always just jump in the shower. But if it's just the body serum on its own, I just leave it on.
Yeah. There you go. So that'll be that 1 minute, and then I'll start sharing my screen. So it feels absolutely incredible, and I'll go over as to why, the reasons for that. And you've got some really incredible ingredients in here. So it's just about to stop. So always in that kind of upward motion most of the time, and then I do go around a little bit as well, but really working in from the back to the front and then up like that as well. And then the other side.
That does really rebuild the shape of your waist. You're right. I've noticed that as well. Doing that.
So that's finished now. Normally I would wipe that off, but I will actually wipe that off. You can just bear with me. What I'll do is I will share screen while I wipe that, because following that I will put on dramatic effects, which I will talk about now. I will share screen again. Is it that one? Okay. So that's the idea. So you can see there's a whole lot that happens within the abdomen, and we're really, if you've got this WellSpa, it's a great idea to start at that and just working in that area.
Only one has been delivered.
Here are some before and afters of what you can expect. This is quite incredible. So we're using the topical products to infuse deeper into the skin. It's it's firming. It's providing that fluid movement, kind of getting rid of those toxins, and getting rid of that inflammation as well. So these are incredible results.
Absolutely. Especially that first one, just even like the shaping in her upper tummy area is just completely different.
Yeah, and you can just kind of see that swelling goes as well.
Yeah.
So this is another couple of results. So just the texture and tone of the skin is just much healthier. We've got that other one there, in the black, from December 14 to February. So these are 5-minute treatments 3 to 4 times a week.
And you can see at the back how her back fat is disappearing as well. And so that's from going around the sides.
Yeah. So we've got that one there. So, and there's me, yes. So up the top there, it's not a very good picture, but I just felt really swollen, if you like. Just a little bit, and I'm taking the gut drink as well, so that is also an improvement. But this is just really that added benefit, and I couldn't believe it. So it's really important to take your photos, because I wasn't sure how much it was working until I put those pictures together. So you can see there, the WellSpa has got these chips and sensors in them. 52 data points every second for the conductivity, for the movement. So, people who have to get lymphatic massage, this is specifically, well, it's not specifically designed for that, but it gives you that kind of fluid movement, because it's going right in. It's all patented as well. So let's talk a little bit about these amazing gels. Now, this one here, the activating gel, you know what? You can see what the ingredients are there, and it releases the ashwagandha. Is that how you say that? It releases endorphins, and honestly, it does actually feel really good. This is just a body wellness. It's hard to explain until you've actually got that ingredient in you. So this is a phenomenal product. So you've got vitamin A in there as well for your hydration. You've got firming blends also. And then you've got the serum. So this is for your muscle soreness, fluid movement. And this one here is for your cellulite and also firming those wobbly bits. AI peptides, it's got your hydration in here. Is there anything else you wanted to add with that, Pauline?
Oh, I just said that people might remember the little fat one is for the fat and the long skinny one is for getting lean.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, I do the same thing. And it's amazing. Now, you can see down the bottom there, and both of those, in all of these actually that I'm going to talk about, you've got the age lock blend. Super important to know that, because the age lock addresses the sources of the aging components of the skin there. So we've got those there. And then, of course, we have our world famous dramatic effects. Okay, again, I've run out of that one, so we can get rid of that. Yeah, because summer's coming on. So we have hibiscus in there, which is beautiful for helping with cellulite and smoothing the skin. It has a Firmplex technology, so it's a light technology where the light helps to diffuse those dimples as well. You've got your natural alpha hydroxy acid through the honey extract. Super important to remove those dead skin cells, because as we age, the cellular turnover slows way down. So anything that we can do to help promote that is also going to have the skin looking a lot better. I love this third one, Laminara digitata. It is an algae, and it also helps with inflammation. It's actually it's a brilliant ingredient. And again, we've got the age lock blend in there as well for addressing the sources of aging. The body polish is what I would use about once a week. I know, Pauline, you love this.
I love it. I actually use it all. I even use it on my face, and I use it every day. It's just so
do you really?
great. Yeah, it's so nice. It is a really great exfoliant, but it's also a chemical exfoliant as well. It does so much to the skin. It's incredible.
It's beautiful. It feels amazing.
Feels so nice.
Had somebody touching my arm, going, "Wow, your skin like a stranger." Anyway, side note. All right, so don't be afraid of going, okay, well, this device looks amazing. How am I going to use it? What's the best way to use it? If you have one of these, you absolutely have to download the Vera app and connect it to the Vera app and play around with it, because it's got tutorials in there that will help you with the movements and how to do it. You can get used to doing it. There's a whole library from top to toe, and it will show you how to use it around your abdomen. I thought I'd pop his photo in there just as a treat instead of seeing mine. But it will also track your usage as well. It gives you a whole lot of information. You can see the current that is moving while you're moving across your tummy. Oh, I actually thought I had a bit more there. Oh, okay, I'll stop share.
I think Alison was saying that the body polish is really good for shaving with as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is.
Men and women.
There you go. There is something else that I wanted to very quickly also mention when we talk about the ingredients and how everything is put together. New Skin uses what is known as a Quality 6S process, and that process enables us to get the very best out of the very best ingredients to put into our topical products, whether it's topical, whether the ones that we're ingesting, face, body, and our supplements. And all of these are no different when it comes to how we formulate the blends. And it's really important to know that it's in the manufacturing process of these products that really makes a difference compared to anything else that's out there. Now, Nu Skin are world number one at-home device, world's number one at-home device systems for 7 years running. And that's extraordinary in this industry. You will not get this anywhere else, and it will not do what you're wanting for your tummy in that way. And so, yeah, really important to remember that aspect. This was in conception for about 20 years. The scientists knew where they wanted to go with being able to help the body move and the fluid, and what lymphatic system means, because our blood gets pumped around, but the lymphatic system, we need to move it. And if we are sitting a lot more like we are, we really need to give it a helping hand. And it also helps with, like I said, the immunity. So working around your abdomen is super, super important, because you're getting all of that moving. Lastly, just also a bit of upkeep. I always give it a wipe, dry it off, don't keep it wet, don't let the gel build up on it. Really look after the device. It has a charging stand, okay, that you plug into USB, so super, super easy. What a gorgeous product this is. And also, where are you going to put it when you buy it? Or if you've got one, where have you got it stored? Because I kept mine in a box, and I really didn't use it nearly enough and to get the result. If you're buying it, you leave it in the box, it's not going to work, you're not going to get the results. So I now have mine by my bedside, or on my bedside table, and that's where I keep mine. Oh, look at you, you've got a basket.
And it just goes around with me. It's beside my bed, in the bathroom. It's got everything I need in it.
Yeah, okay. So we're getting a few people saying that. Yeah, okay. Where they're keeping it. Yeah, so it really is brilliant. So I've just kind of wiped that off, and which is quite nice to let it sit. And then the same when I'm popping on the Dramatic Effects, is also just doing it in that same movement. And I use the Dramatic Effect.
Smaller. Your tummy looks smaller.
Honestly, it feels amazing. Thank you for making me do this tonight. So yeah, so that's
actually, tell a difference. When you first showed me before, it's definitely.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, actually, I'm telling you, it's just amazing. So if you know anybody that could help, whether it's the mummy tummy or the, like I said, the menopause mid-region, get it onto you is all I can say.
Absolutely. Get it onto you. It looks firmer. Yeah, I agree. It does look firmer.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Actually, yeah. To when I started, it feels really good. And always remember just to have a drink as well, because you've been working on lymphatic. So really make sure that you have a drink as well of water.
Or wine.
Or wine. Yeah, so hopefully that was helpful. Thank you so much for hopping on. And if you've got any questions, please ask, or just reach out to the person that invited you on. Yeah, you're right, Karen. The difference in the skin quality is, it feels really good. I've been doing one leg, and those dimples are going as well. So I really have to do the other leg. I just can't do one anymore.
Thanks so much. I'm just going to turn the recording off.